Do you have projects you just can't seem to finish? Do you lack motivation? Do you miss your crochet group and the inspiration they bring to the project? Well, come crochet with me and we'll make beautiful projects together. Welcome to New Crochet, where we focus on completing projects and drawing inspiration from others, seasons, and fashions.
All right, I'm gonna try to make a Christmas tree ornament, and I'm going to do Christmas in July because it is so hot outside. It is 96 degrees with 117 degree heat index. It's hot. And I pulled out these snowflakes. I don't know if you can see. I had done these. Now I can't find the pattern. But what I'm gonna do is at the end, I'm gonna do a technique where I'm gonna show you a starching pattern, or starch and block. And I'm gonna use these to decorate my gifts for Christmas. That turned out really good. I like that one. But if I can find my patterns, I should be able to figure this out, because that one's not too hard at all. I've got that one. That one's a little more complicated. Anyway, so the last one for July, I'll show you how I starch those. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out this pattern of a Christmas tree ornament, and it's beautiful. It has a bead, a little wooden bead on the end before the hanger. And I've got this green color that I was going to try to use to make one. And right now I've got this antique white, which is probably going to show up better than the white, just the white one. But I'm going to try to make all three colors for like just a natural, anyone can use it on their tree. I'm thinking there's probably about maybe 10 on each side. So let's do 20 chains. And that was 3. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And I'm gonna do 21 so I can go back into that second chain from hook and do a single crochet in each stitch across. And I'm thinking halfway is where I need to increase. So that's 1, 2, 3. Maybe it's an odd number. Let me go ahead and do, I'm sorry. I'm just still trying to figure this one out. So that was 21. Let me do 22. And then go back into that second stitch from the hook and crochet, single crochet 21. But that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so this 11th one should be the middle, and I'm thinking this is where I need to work an increase, because I want my branches to go like droop down this way. you know, like a Christmas tree. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and the center one. And continue all the way down to the end. And I've already worked with this before, this little yarn. It's driving me crazy, so I'm going to try to weave this one in. Okay, it looks like what they're doing, or what they did, is slip stitch in that first stitch. So that's what I'm gonna try. Ooh. Because they're decreasing on the way up. And now I'm gonna chain 1. And it looks like they're crocheting in the back loop only. Or is it the front loop? Let me try this. I'm going to try the front loop only and see what it looks like. Single crochet. Alright, and then this middle one would be an increase. And then I'm working on the way down. But I'm going to just skip that last stitch. Alright, now that might be close, no cigar, but I'm going to go with it because I think I like that. And it might give me my skinny tree that I'm looking for. Okay, so I'm going to flip my work and I'm going to slip stitch in that first stitch. And then I'm going to chain 1 and single crochet in the front loop only, all the way across. except for that middle part where we increase. This reminds me of a chevron, part of a chevron that you know, that chevron stitch that you can make in a Afghan or whatever. Alright, so we did our 3 single crochets when we got to the middle, and that one stitch, still working front loop only. We're gonna single crochet in each one all the way back down, except for the last one I'm gonna skip. Is it's looking even, not cattywampus, like it's got a straight edge over here. I don't know if you am I getting this? There we go. And then on this side as well. So I've skipped that last stitch right there, and I'm gonna flip my work. I'm gonna slip stitch, I think I am, in that first single crochet, yeah, single crochet, chain 1, and then single crochet, front loop only till we get to this middle. That's 1. Okay, this is the one. I'm gonna work 3 front loop only single crochets in that one stitch, and then single crochet, front loop only all the way down. I think what she did, or whoever created this, he from this picture I'm looking at on the internet, I think they did back loop only, but I like the way this is looking. Alright, that last one I'm skipping. What they did was they made like a little tassel from here, and it was like streaming down for the trunk. It was really cute. So okay, so what I've got going on, I did about 4 rows, and I think this is where I need to decrease again. So instead, I've already slip stitched in that first stitch. So I'm going to slip stitch again in the next stitch, and I'm going to work 4 more rows like I did the first one. See, I've done 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to chain 1 and this in the front loop only. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. And and then 3 single crochets in that middle, and then I'm gonna have 9 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, and I'm just gonna leave those last ones off. This is where I'm gonna flip, and I'm going to slip stitch in the first one, chain 1, and I should have 9, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's right. Okay, and then 3 single crochets in the center, and 9 on this side, and then turn. And I think what I'm gonna do is it gonna be too long if I do 4 rows like this on each one till I get to about 5, when I have 5 on each side left? Let me try 4 rows and see if it's too long, because I like those skinny trees. You know what I'm talking about? Tall, thin ones. I have one, so it'll match. Time to flip. So I'm just gonna work 2 more rows like that, and I'll meet you back. Okay, I've got 8 rows done so far. I'm flipping and I'm decreasing again. So I'm gonna slip stitch in that first one, slip stitch in the second, chain 1, and single crochet in the front loop only. Should be 8. That was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Middle is 3, 2, 3, and it should be 8 stitches on the way down. 1, 2, 3. Come on, yarn. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I forgot to mention, I have a 2.5 millimeter hook, and I think you're supposed to use like a 1.75 or 1.5 for this yarn, but it's like I always say, use what you have. I couldn't find my little needles. I know they're somewhere, but I'm using what I had. Alright, and so I'm just slip stitching in the first one, chain, this should be 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 in the middle. And then 8 on the way down. All right, and I'm going to work 2 more rows like that, and I'll meet you back. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work that same pattern down till I get to 5 stitches left, and I'm hoping that it's not going to be too long. I'm slip stitching in that first one, I'm slip stitching in the second one. Chain 1 and then use the front loop only to single. I don't know what's wrong with my holder, but it keeps messing up on me. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep working this pattern until I get to the 5th where I have 5 on each side and then 3 in the middle. And like I said, hopefully it won't be too long doing 4 rows like that. But this is 7, so I got 6 and 5 to go. And I'll meet you back here. All right, so after that 4th row of 5 on one side and 5 on the other side, I fastened off on the end, and you're just going to want to weave that end. So I'm going to weave in my ends, but I'm going to come back to this piece. I don't think I'm going to block it, but I was thinking I might starch it with the rest of my my snowflakes and see how it looks starched. And then if you'll follow me on that last, I think I'll post it the last week in July, and then I'll attach the wooden bead and, you know, have the loop for it to hang. And I'll also need to figure out how they did the little things at the bottom. So I wonder how something like that would look. Just maybe I'll just make a little like that. That might look fine on our tree. But I'll probably do it in the same color and then just have different colors. This was going to be an armband. It's like a pressure point, but I didn't make it tight enough, and I have to figure. I'm still trying to figure out how to do that. But it was like put it on your wrist, and you follow your thumb, and this is supposed to be the pressure point. And I had armbands that helped me with nausea, headaches. So you don't have to take a bunch of drugs, you know. Less of that, the better you are. So I was trying to do something like naturally, but I need to take probably about 1.5 inches off. But then how am I going to fit it over my wrist? I'm still figuring that one out. Okay, so I'll work on that another day. But back to our Christmas tree. I think it looks fine with the four rows. I started with 10 on each side and ended up with 5 on each side at the top, decreasing every 4 rows with two slip stitches, a chain 1, and then working a single crochet in the front loop only. When we got to the middle, we worked 3 in that middle stitch, and then went, our whatever our number was. Say this was 5 up. We chained 3, 5 down, and it looks nice, and I think it'll look nice whenever we go to starch it. So I'll see you in that 4th video.
Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed today's cozy crochet session. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button and ring the bell so you never miss a stitch. Share your beautiful creations with us in the comments below. Keep those hooks moving, and until next time, happy crocheting.